We got a call of a 16-year-old and his stepdad fist fighting in the front yard. Deputies respond and separate them. The 16-year-old starts saying, look, we're fighting because he came home and saw that I let my 5-year-old stepbrother out of the closet. He was hungry, he was being abused. The deputies immediately go inside the house, start looking for the 5-year-old. A few minutes later, we're told by witnesses on the scene that the stepmother, moments before our deputies arrived, had fled the location with the child.
Well, when this story broke 5 years ago about the little boy held captive in a Harry Potter type room in a closet under the stairs, we spoke to everyone involved to fight for justice for this child. Now today we have the final piece of this story, and you just heard me talking to the sergeant who is saying, Dr. Phil, I want you to shine a bright light on this. We got to break this wide open because of the courage of these siblings here. They are the ones responsible for saving Jordan's life.
The day that I found Jordan in the closet, I had just gotten off work. Brad and I had already gotten into a heated argument.
And it just escalated very quickly. And we saw an opportunity to let him out. And I was scared. I didn't know what was gonna happen. But Cody was like, no, I'm gonna do it. So he opened the closet door.
The best way I could describe Jordan when he was a human skeleton, way underweight. He had gas or something on the back of his head. He had bruises all over him. He was like discolored and just, it was awful.
He looked zombie-like. He was foaming from his mouth a little bit, and he was sitting in a diaper in fetal position.
He was skin and bone, and when I held him, I didn't even feel like I was holding anything. He was so light, and his cheeks were sunk in.
I had never seen anything like that before. This was the worst shape that I had ever seen Jordan the whole time that he had been living with us.
Cody came sprinting out of the room, and he speared Brad into the wall, and they started fighting.
My first reaction was really just to make as much noise as possible. Went outside, was yelling at the top of my lungs. I was gonna find a reason for somebody to come into the house and get some kind of help.
I think that if we didn't open the door, he would have potentially died, but I'm glad that we didn't have to find out.
Well, Allie, I think you are exactly right, because when I visited at the hospital, they were having to do what's called refeed, and that's why they were having to give him only 100 calories at a time. So he was in organ shutdown at the time you said, I'm making all the noise I can. I'm gonna raise hell till something happens. So God bless you all for raising the hell that you did. Now, do you think that he had been drugged as well? Because you said he was zombie-like, or do you think this was weakness from malnourishment?
I absolutely think he was drugged. Brad was complaining about how Jordan doesn't ever shut up, you know, he won't stop. He was like, I'm just gonna go get Jordan his medicine. I just know he was using it to he said, put him to sleep.